Good morning, Aquarius. Welcome. Namaste to you all. So don't mind me. There's a message that Spirit wants me to get out to you guys. This is me waking up in the morning, okay? So yeah, today is February 21st, 2023. And when I woke up, I go into meditation. I go into the void to release, call back my energy, right? And then I prepare to receive what I need for the day. And a vision came through, and there was a snake that actually so happened to look like this. He was like a green and black snake, and he had a hat on. It was like a fisherman's hat, it was a fisherman's hat, like your grandfather, like a fisherman would wear, And he came in, and I can feel him here now still. He came in and he bit my right hand, okay? And like he didn't bite it as in like there was no poison, it wasn't venomous, it wasn't like that. He like bit my hand to put my hand towards this, well, it was a saw. It was a wood saw, a circular saw. And my hand was clutching like this. And although I could feel the resistance of like putting my hand into the circular saw, because I knew that my hand, my wrist, my fist was about to be cut off. But I felt like this is the next step, that this is what was needed. And so I was resisting, but also allowing, right? And that's why the serpent came in. The serpent archetype came in, spirit guide came in to say, you know what? You need to do this. You need to do this, right? So taking me and guiding me into the place where I needed rebirth, or where you needed rebirth, right? So I always look at things through my eyes so that I can understand it, so that I can interpret it for you, okay? So putting the hand through the circular saw, and then the circular saw cuts off the hand. Now immediately the ego, the subconscious, the fear wants to react in a crazy way, like, oh my God, but it's very distant. It's very distant. And what happens is I don't even really see, there's no blood that comes out. It's almost like water that comes out. And then the hand immediately starts regenerating itself. It starts to grow back. Okay. So yes, I took notes because this was pretty intense. Yeah. Okay, and then as my hand started to grow back, I felt my hand, and then I saw a frog. And now instead of it being like the analogy of the hand, and we'll go through the analogies and what they mean in a second. But then the frog came, and so I immediately was like, okay, here's the frog. There's something coming, and then I heard quantum leap. Okay, so let's just get through the symbolism. And now remember, the things that I share with you are pertinent to this dream, this vision that I had. Wasn't really, yeah, okay. But there are other interpretations, there are other meanings that you may resonate with that I may not mention here, okay? So if you feel called to at any time, sorry, I'm doing my hair. If you feel called to at any time, throughout this video, and you want to go look something up, go look it up, or go tap into it, or journal about it, okay? Like, do more research for yourself, all right? So that you can find the truths that the universe wants to reveal to you, okay? So the snake, immediately, the snake archetype, the snake is, when we're talking about shamanism, the snake is the beauty way. The snake helps us to shed our skin, okay? So the snake within itself, when it knows that it needs to shed its skin, it feels dry, it feels brittle, and it goes to a rock, and it rubs up against that rock until it tears like a hole in its skin. And when it does that, then it's able to come out of that skin fully shining, fully feeling bright and rebirthed, right? So the snake, it's a symbol of many things, but symbol of rebirth and renewal, eternal life. It represents control over duality. It also represents the poison, but the antidote, okay? That duality there. It represents grounding, and it represents transformation. It represents symbols of the underworld, rebirth, immortality, and an extension of wisdom. All right, because it's an innate wisdom that you know that it's time for you to shed something. So it's like whatever it is. All right, so they want me to go into the saw. So I noticed that the saw was a wood saw. It was a wood saw, like to saw wood, and it was circular. So that was telling me right there that it's the world, it's completion. This is divinely orchestrated. The divine is coming in to bring you some kind of help, to help you shed something, whether it's an old way of looking at yourself, whether it's a relationship or a job, whether it's a project, whether it's limiting beliefs about lack and scarcity that are keeping you from receiving the abundance that is waiting to come into you, right? So then I was like, okay, so what's the fist? Well, the fist, one, it can mean holding on, right? That you're holding on to something so hard, you need to let it go. And this is what happens when you want something so bad and you keep trying to get it so bad. You're so attached to the outcome. That is when you deflect it. It runs away from you. All right. It's kind of like runner chaser type of energy, especially in relationships. When you have done everything that you possibly could do in a relationship and that person is still ghosting you, is still running from you, is still not respecting you, all this stuff, right? It's that kind of an energy of you. There's a lesson that you need to learn that comes from within, not without. It's not going to come by you receiving that manifestation. It's going to come by you letting go and you being present and living in this moment, right? So letting go is that big next step of whatever your cycle of reflection is asking you to notice, to look at, to embrace. It's the hermit, completely raw and naked, looking at itself and saying to itself what must go, and coming through it through the mind of the Buddha, through the mind of the snake, and saying, I'm going to come to this through detachment and in complete surrender, because I know that this needs to go. Okay, so here, and then with the fisted hand, reminding me, there's a mudra, I can't remember the name of it, but it's when you close your fist and you basically close your fist, you hold your hands down, and it calms you when you put your hands down on your lap and you let your shoulders just drop back. It calms your nervous system, and it allows all of the energy being held in your neck and your cervical and your shoulders and the back of your spine, go down your arms. See, now they're like, let's meditate. Okay, so you were about to go into meditation. That's so funny. Go down your arms. You just let the energy come down. This is you letting source come through, Christ consciousness come through your crown and lift you up. All right, Rihanna's song "Lift You Up" is coming. And you just allow yourself to be reborn, all right, by transmutation. So that's also that kind of energy of like, okay, no, I'm going to set my hand down. The snake has my hand, and I don't have to do anything. And that's why this is divinely orchestrated. Whatever this thing is that's coming in to help you release, it's going to be definitely a paradigm shift, an emotional shift, I feel. But whatever it is, it's like the divine is coming in full force to where you have to do nothing. Really, I almost feel like you don't even have to allow, because the divine is they're going to do it. Whatever this shift is, you're not going to notice it. It's almost going to be like when you're zoned out thinking about something else, the shift is going to come in, and then you're going to awaken rebirthed, and it's going to be like, it's like a miraculous healing of a bad habit. We talked about that in yesterday's reading, of something that was really keeping you stuck, really keeping you in the past rather than allowing you to move forward. So they just showed me like a wagon, an old time wagon wheel, like in the days of Little House on the Prairie. and they showed me like, and it's like a gypsy wagon. Okay, what's coming in? Stardust, the movie Stardust. I love that movie. So it's coming in, and so it's like that energy of something that won't let your wagon move forward. The wagon that showed me the wheels, it has 4 big wheels on it. So there's four things that are ready to really come into your reality, that are going to bring you good fortune. It's going to bring you, and we're going to get into that. Thank you so much for bringing that up, right? Because actually, okay, they said keep going with the analogy. So the wheels, I'm seeing the spokes on the wheels at 16. So I'm seeing 4 tower moments. So these are 4 spiritual awakenings that are going to happen, I feel, over the course of the next 1 to 2 days. All right, major things within your reality, within your concept, within your precept, within your what is it? I'm hearing it's like you're in your co-science, all right? Like it's like within your genes. It's like this energy of like gene therapy at like the deepest level is happening, right? To allow yourself to embrace this change, to move forward with your full power. All right, so that's 4 7s, all right, with the 16s. And then also, not only is it 4 7s, but remember the number 4 representing stability, representing a clear, rested mind with that meditation energy, right? Also just representing physical rest. So I feel that might be coming soon as well. All right, so the hand gets cut off, it immediately starts to release. So that's that divine intervention of like coming in. And when the hand was orders of Mitaka, when the hand was being regenerated, I heard divine counterpart is waiting for me. So what I feel is that a lot of you have to release past energies from someone who you thought you were supposed to have a life partnership with in a romantic way, and you have to release that. And others of you have to release that you're not meant to have a counterpart, right? Like you're really meant to just be on this journey completely and utterly alone with no one that matches your frequency, right? So that's the other kind of like thing that has to release. Okay, and so that's part of what this cutting of this hand is going to help you, allow you to do as well, to make space. So I feel like I just heard like prosperity, money, romance begins, release me out of the negativity, infinite abundance, divine source, wisdom, attuned to abundance, frequency, prosperity, joy is me. Okay, so all of these things are like trying to calibrate, into your system. Okay, and I'm trying not to go too much into the body because there's so many of you, and it's causing confusion within myself. All right, so that's another thing of remembering to focus on your energy, to focus on your energy when you're feeling confused or getting overwhelmed. Bring yourself back to a happy moment, a happy place. We talked about this, and bring yourself back to that within that second, within that present moment, and it'll allow your body to completely release to where now you are bringing back that positive energy to transmute any kind of negativity that would cause imbalance or confusion. All right, so it's this inner imbalance that is completely getting resolved at this time. And I just heard if you allow it, so okay, Snickers. All right, so there's this thing about watching what you eat, and with sugar, processed foods, these kind of things. So when you see this video, if you could it's an invitation by all means. What will help the process go a lot easier is if you refrain from candy bars. Somebody's eating candy bars, all right, and like processed foods, because that's what I get when I get like the Snickers bar, but I also get I just heard shop and habit again. Okay, so it's like whatever that bad habit is that you're fully kind of aware of, that it's your self-soothing way, it's your numbing out, but it's choose a higher vibrational way to numb out, like paint, listen to classical music, dance to your favorite songs, watch a movie, watch funny stuff on YouTube and laugh at it, okay, things that are going to help you go through the rabbit hole. So what's happening is this, the cutting off of your hand is creating a new space for you to integrate into your new life. All right. And the serpent, the snake, is helping you to do that. And when you bleed out quickly, the regeneration has started, and it's as quick as the blink of an eye. So whatever these shifts are going to be taken, it's going to be very quick, and you're going to feel yourself rise, rise, rise. Like by the end of the day, you're going to feel like a new person. Okay, that it's that kind of an energy. Yeah. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel almost weightless. I'm getting that line in the Nicki Minaj song, Fly. She says, I'm not a fly, I'm levitation. All right, so it's that kind of energy. I just put my kyanite in my hand. So also it's this big throat opening and activation and clearing of just heavy burdens. And they're showing me the 10 of Wands, okay? And the 10 of Wands in this version that I'm seeing the Seer's card, but in this version, the bull, thank you so much, is he's not carrying anything. All right, and you're naked. So okay. Yeah, I just saw 1616. Oh, I saw it before I saw it. Oh wow, that's powerful. Okay. So that's confirmation too. So then, all right, they want me to read this to you, okay? So when you're in this process of regrowing, so this is when I start to think about the Ouroboros, right? The snake that eats its tail, and the process of death and rebirth. And so New World, New You is what came up. After you shed your old skin, get clear on the foundation you want to build for your new life. To do this, reevaluate the aspects of your life that you desperately wanted to change before. The snake depicts healing on a cellular level. With their lightweight and flexible bodies, they possess extremely fast and their algae. Okay, if snake enters your life, expect swift changes to sweep through your life. These changes denote death of the old and a birth into untapped power, creativity, and wisdom. Snake is very powerful to have as a guide. It is the guardian of sacred places and the keeper of concealed knowledge. All right. So again, a lot of mysteries are going to be opening up in a very beautiful way. I remember when we first started like meditating, we ended up doing transcendental meditation. And we would go all the way up through the realms, and we would go through the candy forest. We would be on a beach, and on that beach would be sand, and then we would focus on the water coming in and out. That water was our breath, okay? And then we would go all the way up, and we would go to the sky. Okay, we'd breathe in and out that beautiful blue sky. Then we'd go all the way up, and we'd be out into space, and we'd breathe in those beautiful stars. And now we enter into the realm of ascendant masters, and we would breathe that in and out, and we connect to all of the masters. And then we would go up, and we'd be into the realm, the angelic realm, and there would be beautiful, bright, rainbow, yummy cotton candy colors, and we'd breathe that in, and we'd attune our energy to the beautiful angelic realm. And then we would see a very pink light. We'd walk towards this beautiful pink pastel yummy cotton light, and we would go through the door. The door would show to us in different ways, and eventually the door just showed to us as an opening, as we could just walk through this yummy cloud of energy. And that is where we met Source. We would go down to our knees, and we would allow Source to bless us with pure love, pure light, and pure compassion, clearing all of our energy. We would connect into Source and all that there is, and by connecting to Source and all that there is, we would connect to all of the higher realms, and then we'd come all the way down into the core of Mother Earth and connect to all of the lower realms. And we would sit in this energy, and we would just bliss out. Okay, we would just bliss out and just sit in that energy. So there's an invitation again to come in today and to bliss out. Find your moment of blissing out, of just allowing yourself to be completely held, to be completely emptied of all that you thought you knew, so that you can allow, accept, and discover what you do know. Okay, so it's this energy of bringing the wisdom that has been hidden from you because of delusion, because of fear. Okay, yeah, so it's a waking up, it's a deep awakening, okay, that's happening. Dragonfly energy, change, change, change. Also, when I woke up, I saw fives all around. All right, so 5 representing change, also representing ether. So again, spirit is coming in and he's like, here I am. He's reminding me of our 100 reading where we studied the Philosopher's Stone, okay, which is all up in this, okay, it's all up in this. And also the energy of going up into source, going through that yummy energy and connecting to all that there is, we would see the aurora borealis. All right, and that is how we kind of connect it back to earth and connect it back into the lower realms, is by going through the portal of the northern lights. Okay, so there's so many beautiful seeds of growth that came through this vision and in this information, right? Looking at the time. So then with the frog is representing detachment. It's representing the energy of you being able to take a leap into a new reality, into a new shift, into a new you, right? Without attaching yourself to the outcome or attaching yourself to past failures, okay? And it says, the serpent, okay, because it's going to allow you to shed what no longer serves you. And you can call on the serpent to ask you to help you do this, to teach you how to do this with no attachment or judgment, all right? No attachment or judgment, and thank them for coming in. And this is when I feel that you change into the frog, because the frog is, one, they are ready to be successful. Everything I do is a success, okay? So remember, we talked about the Midas touch, and that you have the Midas touch. So here you are now embodying this frog energy, the frog prince, right? The frog prince. And you are crowning yourself with this beautiful Christed light. Okay, and you were also saying that I invite luck, I invite serendipity, I invite fortune, the 4 wheels. Okay, I also feel like the 4 wheels are also talking about the seasons, the spring equinox, the fall solstice, the winter. The summer solstice, the winter, the fall equinox, and the winter solstice. Thank you so very much. All right, so changing with the cycles, with the times, and understanding that the spring sprouts new seeds. It's ready for regrowth, right? It's ready for regrowth, and it's ready for newness. It's ready for you to plant a new flower. It's ready for you to nurture your perennials, okay? So these are, remember, all seeds of the garden of the mind, the garden of the mind, the garden of the heart, becoming one, which is also the Ouroboros, because they also show the Ouroboros as an infinity symbol, as the snake, because it's a concept that represents yin and yang, the masculine and the feminine concepts, okay? So becoming one and unity, okay? So, and that's another thing that the Ouroboros represents, is unity, okay? So the frog is also, it says that when you have the frog spirit animal, you're likely to be very successful in life. You are outgoing, charming, and spirited. So this is embodying the energy of joy, okay? You swim to success with ease, and you are likely to find yourself attracted to water, okay? So that's also why the word Mintaka is the thing that is coming through to regenerate you, all right? To help you regrow into the best version of yourself that you could possibly be at this time, okay? So some of you guys might be doing affirmations and things like that, of having like the best physical appearance that you can have at this time, the best mental outlook, the best emotional resilience, whatever. But it's all about being the best version of you, and you consciously asking for help on that, and spirit is answering you, and everyone is coming in to give you this this help. This also has something to do with I didn't read up on it, but it's something to do with what the Pisces new moon means, the super new moon, and like ending like tons of karma, okay? So if that resonates for you, go do your research on that, okay? Yeah. And then the frog also is a symbol of fertility, okay? The Empress, goddess energy, potential, and prosperity. All right, so the king and queen of Pentacles coming in, right? And you finally tapping into your untapped potential. So a lot of Earth Star. So you guys are getting Earth Star upgrades. So in the 3D, the Earth Star color is like an olive green, dark green. But when you're moving into 5D energy, it turns into a silver. All right, that chakra turns into a silver. So you guys are crossing through that gateway portal, which is the Ouroboros. Okay, the cycle of death and rebirth. Okay, I'm going to go to one image really quick, and then we're going to talk about the quantum leap, which this image is not here. It's on my other one. Let me see if I can just find it really quickly. Hold on. And let me see. Hold on. I took these down. Okay, good. Here it is. So, representing the cycle of death and rebirth. And so it's destruction and regeneration. So the snake eats itself, right, in order to be reborn. Fertility, infinity, new life, eternal love, vitality, and then what goes around comes around. So it's like you finally being able to come to this process of transmutation that is going to allow you to open to receive the things that you have been asking for, all right, the things that you've been preparing for. So the work that you have put in, you are going to be receiving the reward for that, in whatever way that comes into you, right? And then I also heard Miley Cyrus's song, I can buy myself flowers, I can draw my own name in the sand, which when I wrote that down, I knew the sand was going to be important, and it is important. And going to the meditation where I told you when I first really started to meditate on my own, I started on the sand, okay? And so I feel there's this energy of like, it's time, you know, it's time to, one, meditate daily. It's time to, it's time for you to enlighten to your truth, and for you to see the symbology of your journey, all right, and to really understand how everything that has happened to you, how it's prepared you for not only this moment right now, but prepared you for what is to come, all right. And also an optimistic mindset is going to be needed in this, because one, it's the mindset that helps you to manifest the fastest, okay? When you are when you almost release the question of why it's not working out, and you start asking, how can I receive this? How can I grow this? How can I become this? When you switch your focus, okay? Yeah. So quantum leap. A quantum leap is the capacity to jump to or uncover opportunities, to face difficult situations, seemingly something that others would find unique and remarkable, all right? So it's you overcoming, and I feel like you guys have been doing this. You've been doing this your whole life, you know? You have come out of situations that people thought would just break you. You've come out of cycles in your life where people thought you were never going to make it, you're never going to be anything, you were never going to be happy, you know, you're never going to overcome addiction, whatever that is for you, right? And so other definitions of quantum leap is abrupt change, sudden increase, or dramatic advance. A huge or often sudden increase or advance in something. Sudden, highly significant advance, breakthrough. Okay, a sudden or very noticeable significant advance. So this is going to be something that you are going to be noticing within yourself, I feel. Okay. Yes. Helping you to be more self-reliant, to feel protected, also to welcome and change. All right, welcome and change, welcome and change. When you feel yourself getting ungrounded, your heart closing, it's because your heart is not accepting what is. And so to accept what is, which we wrote down at 9:47 today, is I welcome change. And then you'll feel your heart start to open, and then you will feel the transmutation coming in. It's allowing you to flow with the cycles, all right? So learning the cycles and flowing with the cycles of the moon, flowing with the cycles of the earth, okay? And when you're doing that, then things will be more easy, right? And right now you're going to be building vitality, because the next cycle is going to be a cycle of growth, which means it's going to be more action. And we did talk about I think, oh yeah, we did all signs reading. I'll put the link to the other channel that I started a bit ago, and for all signs, all right? But we're really talking about something happening in May, or excuse me, I just said May, but okay, so April and May are 4 and 5, which is 9. So those 2 months are going to be very you're going to be in your body. You're going to be within yourself. You're going to be, it's this energy of a process of, what is it? Habitual cycle of death and rebirth. Okay, so it's almost like you've mastered this, and you're going to be going through lots of change, and you're going to be taking lots of action. So a lot of you guys, your life is going to dramatically change in those months because of the amount of action that you are taking. And this doesn't necessarily mean or not mean action in your physical reality, but this is action within yourself. You sticking to the exercise, you sticking to your breath work, you sticking to the goal of staying balanced, you sticking to the goal of being connected and grounded, anchored. You know, these are goals of the self, because there's this energy of the Piscean. The energy of the Piscean age that had stopped the feminine from growing within. And now that that is over, Aquarian age, we are now coming to take the energy and really using it. Okay, there's also another story, and it's in Nordic mythology, that the Ouroboros is actually a snake dragon, right? And the snake dragon it goes through 12 cycles. And when I was like, oh, okay, 12 cycles, you know, the 12 zodiac signs, the 12 months of the year. And so it's this concept that when we are in a certain season of a zodiac sign, that is the time for you to work on that part of yourself, so that you can amplify the energies and work with the cycles of the moon and the earth, work with the cycles of time, right? And you will get better results when your intentions, when your actions are aligned to that which that particular zodiac sign exudes. Okay, exudes. And for those of you that are very psychic, it's also important for you to pay attention to the weaknesses of that sign, because that's when they also would be amplified, and they could be projecting themselves onto you, right? So a period of cleansing. And so with Pisces season, season of the water, season of, you know, the spiritual guru, the spiritualist, the season of you really becoming the enlightened being that you are within, but you coming it without, like you riding that vibration, okay, riding the wave, you surfing that. So look up transurfing for some of you guys if you're interested in that. There's going to be some liquid gold in that for you. Also, if this is anything, any kind of supplements and things like that I recommend on the channel, please always consult a licensed nutritionist, doctor, nurse, whatever, pharmacist. But Ormus, liquid gold, okay, Ormus, taking a look at that, some of you guys might want to start a regimen on that. But again, get it cleared by your physician, okay? Yeah. So the last thing with this, it's like prepare for the quantum leap, right? But Spirit wants to say, again, the snake, okay, releases their old skin with grace and ease. They are not attached to what the outcome might arise once the skin is gone. All they know is that it needs to be gone. Okay? All they know is it needs to be gone. And so it's this energy of you really being the master builder, but before you can build something, you got to tear down what was there. Okay? And I know that sometimes that might alarm people, that you might be like, tear down, oh shit, no, right? But it's this inner destruction, and a lot of times it's that negative mindset, it's that pessimism, it's those negative thoughts, it's the insecurities, the inferiority complex, right? It's the attachment of thinking that someone else is supposed to save you, and that you are supposed to only pray and not take action on prayer. Okay. I'm just going to give a few cards, and then we're going to end this, because it was more of a, like, me sharing with you the vision and preparing you for what's to come. I definitely want to know what hits for you guys, out of this. And for some of you, maybe it is confirmation of something you've just gone through. But for others of you guys, this is what's coming. Remember I said I feel it coming? Yeah. That's a lot. He says read them. Yeah. Rejuvenating rain. Okay. Clear the past and heal the present. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Yeah. It's pouring in, right? So it's that energy of you got to clear the gutters. You gotta change the gutters, because if there's stuff that are stuck in the gutters, or the gutters aren't catching this rain, all right, to be released into the space of the earth, right? The earth transmuting that grounding, okay? You can think of the gutters as your meridians, and you releasing those meridians. Some of you guys doing lymphatic flushes, and doing 1 or 2 days where you're just eating vegetables or fruit, or doing juices, a 24-hour juice cleanse, or or water fast. And again, consult with your intuition on these things, and also your medical advisors. Okay, fellow travelers, support is all around you. Okay, so this is that energy of, like I told you, this is divinely orchestrated, okay, because you have asked for a massive change in your life. I know for a massive change to come into your life, you have to release a lot, okay? Yeah, and also we shared something with the Cancer yesterday. The dream that we had the other day came in for Cancer, which is in the video that I recorded yesterday. And again, I'll leave that link here for you guys, so you can go over to the other channel and see if there's some nuggets for you over there. Okay. Valiant courage. Take action with passion. Yeah, so this is your passion. So a lot of this is what's happening. This is happening so that your passion can return to you. All right, so you can be reinvigorated. Oh my goodness. The video, we called it yesterday. It was invigorated and inspired, invigorated, and motivated. I don't know, but that's what it was for. It was asking Spirit what would invigorate you, inspire you to stay on your path, or to go take your course, or to move forward, whatever. Wow. So there that is. And we use this deck too. So wondrous universe, walk in beauty. Okay. So some of you guys really seeing yourself beautiful, really seeing the joy within you, releasing jealousy. So another way to transmute jealousy is by just saying the word joy over and over again. It helps you to see other people's experiences and see what they're going through your heart, to where you're vicariously, like, really happy, genuinely happy for what what their wins are, for what their successes are. And you do this because you know that there's no competition, and that honestly, whenever I see somebody winning or somebody having a success, I now look at it as that is proof that my manifestation is on its way. Okay? Higher self always leaves clues. Believe it. Gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. Yes. All right. So there's that portal energy that we were talking about that you guys are walking into, right? Yeah. And remember that your ceiling is the basement of what Spirit sees for you. So as soon as you break through that glass ceiling, which we saw lots of clear broken glass everywhere yesterday, it was so much to where we were like, okay, we broke through the ceiling. We broke through it, you know. It was just too much to see. And the fact that it was all clear, all right? It was like, what's going on? So you might see signs like that, breaking glass, okay? Any signs like that might come, and it's going to be a sign that you have broken through something. You've broken through a limitation that was keeping you from reaching a higher height, from walking up to that next level or going to that next stage, right? But then remember, when you're on that next stage, it's the process of integration, of welcoming the change, all right? And the change that is not happening within you, but the change that is going to be flashlight reflected out of you as well. Because remember that your reality is a reflection of what is going on inside of you, right? And so you're going to start to see things change, you know, even physical things in your reality. Like one day it's there and the next day it's gone, like it was never there, you know, these kinds of things. Some people may call those glitches in the matrix as well, but you might see more of that where you're like, has that house always been on that corner that I walk by every day, you know? Yeah. I think I shared my cemetery experience with you guys before, where like all of a sudden one day, like the place I walk every day with my dog, and then I go to walk there and there's like 50, I don't know, extra graves. Like I was like, that's not possible. But you know what? It's possible. It was there. Physically, it was there. I was like, I wish I had a picture, because this is so nutty. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But it was just like, all right, I leaped. And I was just grateful for the moment. Like, yes, I broke through something. And my life is getting better and better and better every day, you know, in every way. In accordance to my higher self. So wandering path, enjoy the journey. And that's what I just said, that's why. Because this card was coming up. Enjoying the journey. And, you know, releasing complaining. Complaining slows down your manifestation. So like if you're asking why it's not here or why it's not happening, or if you're trying to like, it's this energy of like, you know, questioning why is it bad or why it's not working out, like leading you down that road is just going to lead you to you just being engulfed by examples of why things aren't working out for you, okay, or why things are not happening for you. So when you switch it to, I'm so grateful I see that, I'm so grateful this has happened, I feel that, you know, how can I make this better? How can I stay in the energy of joy longer? How can I really come into more mental focus, mental clarity? So you see how I changed it, instead of saying, you know, why am I always confused? You know, and then Spirit's going to be like, okay, well, this is why you're always confused. And you're going to be like, all right, well, I'm still confused. And Spirit's going to be like, well, you didn't ask to come out of confusion. You asked why you're always confused. So we just gave you more confusion. You know what I mean? So it's like switching, and you really going into being like, I love it when this is Abraham Hicks coming in. I love it when I have clear filling thoughts. I love it when, thank you. The pleasing. It's pleasing to me to feel clarity. It's pleasing to me to have an open heart. It's pleasing to me to feel good in my body. It is pleasing to me to eat yummy food. It is pleasing to me to hear the birds sing. It is pleasing to me to see the deer. It's pleasing to me to see those 4 turkeys every day. It's pleasing to me to be in my home. It's pleasing to me that everything is working out for me. It's pleasing to me that my income is increasing. It's pleasing to me that my car is running in perfect condition. It's pleasing to me that I have food in my refrigerator. It's pleasing to me that I've just booked that vacation. It's pleasing to me that I'm going on tour. It's pleasing to me that I'm finally going to get to see Alicia Keys in person. All right, acoustics, right? It's pleasing to me. Like, what is pleasing to you? And you going on that little rampage with yourself, so that way you stop yourself from complaining, i.e. blocking your manifestations, delaying your manifestations, and you put your energy into gratitude, into appreciation, and that raises your vibration, and it also helps you to clear those self-limiting beliefs, and it stops your ego, and it lets your ego know that doing things that you love and staying in the energy of relaxation, peace, and harmony and balance is also safe. It is safe to be there. It is safe to be in your body. It is safe to be grounded. It is safe to be connected. You know, it is safe to be who you are. It is safe to be seen. It is safe to be held. It is safe to be supported, you know? Yeah. So the last card is rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering in your life. Now, I think it was, I can't remember, I was doing my research, and I believe it was Aztecs. Don't quote me because I may be incorrect, because I don't have my other notes here. But they saw rainbows as full circles, and they saw it as, you know, and that again, I say again, but this is not again for you. This is for me, because we're learning about this, more about the sun and things like this. So it's them worshiping the sky, the sun in the sky, right? And seeing that rainbow is representation of that full cycle, you know? And so this is so beautiful that the last card is rainbow blessings, because also the serpent energy is could be known as like the rainbow healer, all right? And that rainbow is significant not only for blessings and for God's promise that the end of your suffering and your end of your suffering will be no more, but it's also significant for Archangel Metatron and the 7 rays, the archangels, right? And you coming into alignment in those 7 rays. And I'll share a picture that we painted yesterday, because now that makes more sense to me why we painted it. We painted, it's a rainbow picture, and with the higher self looking, and I feel like we were standing on the moon. And because I painted it pink, and then I painted the Awen symbol, all right, representing the Trinity. And your higher self was right in the middle of that Trinity. So that's that balance, that rainbow energy of you opening yourself to these blessings that are showering into your life, because you have completed the cycle. You've come full circle, all right? So we're going to end here. Namaste, everyone. Let me know how this resonated for you. If you guys want to join members, the link is in the description box. If you want to book with me, the link is in the description box. If you want to buy my journal to activate and align to your true self, I forget, I don't know if it's a 21-day journey, but it's the journal will walk you through that process. That link is also in the description, and I will add the link in the description to the other channel. And yeah, what else is in the description? Oh, thank you guys for all your beautiful, your donations of just love and attention, of your likes. Thank you so very much. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to all my current subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats and the donations. It's very appreciative. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all. I'm just trying to go through it. And yeah, just thank you. All right, y'all.